You are going to have a heart attack. Not today, not tomorrow, but it's coming. Maybe in 5 years, maybe in 20, maybe next week. Right now, you're 47 years old. You have a stressful job. You eat fast food 3 times a week. You haven't exercised in 2 years. You're 30 pounds overweight. Your cholesterol is high. Your blood pressure is high. But you feel fine, totally fine, until you don't. Until you're lying on your kitchen floor at 3 in the morning, clutching your chest, wondering if you're about to die. This is what it's like to be every heart attack stage. From the silent warning signs your body has been sending for months that you completely ignored, to the moment your heart stops beating and a stranger is doing CPR on you in a grocery store parking lot. And it starts way before you feel that first chest pain. It starts right now, with decisions you're making every single day. Stage 0, the silent buildup, years before. You don't know it yet, but your arteries are clogging. Right now, as you sit there, plaque is building up inside your coronary arteries, the arteries that supply blood to your heart. It's called atherosclerosis, and it's been happening for years, decades maybe. Every cheeseburger, every cigarette, every stressful day at work when your blood pressure spiked, every night you stayed up late and didn't sleep, it all adds up. The plaque builds slowly, fatty deposits, cholesterol, calcium, scar tissue, sticking to the walls of your arteries like rust in a pipe. You have no symptoms, 0. You feel completely normal. You go to work, you play with your kids, you mow the lawn. You have no idea that the pipes supplying blood to your heart are narrowing. 50% blocked, 60%, 70%. Your body compensates. Your heart works a little harder, pumps a little faster. You don't notice. You think you're just getting older, getting tired easier. That's normal, right? It's not. Your body has been screaming at you for months. You just weren't listening. Stage 1, the warning signs. Weeks before, you start noticing things, small things. You're walking up the stairs at work and you feel a tightness in your chest. Just for a second, then it's gone. You brush it off. Must be heartburn. You had pizza for lunch. A week later, you're carrying groceries to your car and you feel it again. Pressure, like someone is squeezing your chest. It lasts 30 seconds, then it stops. You're sweating a little. You sit in your car and catch your breath. You tell yourself you're just out of shape. You need to hit the gym. You don't go to the gym. 2 weeks later, you wake up in the middle of the night with pain in your jaw. Your left arm feels heavy. You're nauseous. You sit on the edge of the bed for 10 minutes. The pain fades. You go back to sleep. You don't tell your wife. You don't want to worry her. This is called angina. It's your heart telling you it's not getting enough blood. It's a warning, a loud warning, and you're ignoring it. Most people do. They think it's stress, indigestion, pulled muscle, anything but their heart. Because admitting it's your heart means admitting you might die. So you don't admit it. You take an antacid. You go back to work, and the plaque keeps building. Stage 2, the rupture, the trigger moment. It's a Tuesday morning, 7:15 a.m. You're getting ready for work. You feel fine, totally fine. Then it happens. Deep inside one of your coronary arteries, a plaque deposit ruptures, breaks open, like a pimple popping inside your artery. Your body sees this as an injury, an emergency. It sends platelets to the site, blood cells that form clots. They're trying to heal the rupture, but instead they make it worse. The clot grows, bigger, bigger. Within minutes, it completely blocks the artery. Blood flow to part of your heart muscle stops, completely. That section of your heart is now dying, starving for oxygen, screaming for blood. This is a heart attack, a myocardial infarction, and you have minutes to get help. Minutes, not hours, minutes. You feel it immediately. Stage 3, the first symptoms, the denial. You're standing in your bathroom. Suddenly you feel pressure in your chest. Not pain yet, just pressure, like an elephant is sitting on your chest. Your left arm starts to ache, a deep ache that runs from your shoulder to your elbow. You're sweating, cold sweat, pouring down your face. You feel nauseous, like you might throw up. You sit down on the edge of the bathtub. You tell yourself it's nothing. You had coffee on an empty stomach, that's all. The pressure gets worse. It's pain now, real pain, crushing pain in the center of your chest, radiating to your jaw, your neck, your back. You can't catch your breath. You're gasping. Your wife knocks on the door. Honey, you okay? You want to say yes. You want to say you're fine, but you can't speak. You can't breathe. She opens the door, sees your face, gray, sweating, eyes wide with panic. She screams, "Oh my God, I'm calling 911!" You want to tell her not to. You don't want to make a scene. You don't want an ambulance. What if it's nothing? What if you're overreacting? But you can't talk. The pain is overwhelming. You've never felt pain like this. You slide off the bathtub onto the floor. Your wife is on the phone, screaming your address to the dispatcher. "He's having a heart attack. Please hurry." You're lying on the cold bathroom tile, staring at the ceiling, thinking this can't be happening. Not to you. You're only 47. Stage 4, the golden hour, the race against time. The ambulance arrives. 8 minutes. It felt like 8 hours. Paramedics rush in. They're asking you questions. Do you have chest pain? Left arm pain? Are you on any medications? You nod. They put an oxygen mask on your face, stick an IV in your arm. They're moving fast. Everything is moving fast. They load you onto a stretcher. Your wife is crying, holding your hand. You're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. You're not sure she's right. You're in the ambulance now. Sirens blaring. One paramedic is doing an EKG, sticking electrodes electrodes all over your chest. The other is radioing the hospital. 47-year-old male, ST elevation MI, ETA 6 minutes. You don't know what that means, but you know it's bad. The pain is worse now. 10 out of 10. The worst pain of your life. They give you aspirin. Chew it, they say. You chew it. Tastes horrible. They give you nitroglycerin under your tongue. It burns. They give you morphine through the IV. The pain dulls slightly, but it's still there. A crushing weight on your chest. Every beat of your heart feels wrong, weak, irregular. You close your eyes. You think about your kids, your wife, your dad who died of a heart attack at 52. You always thought you had more time. Stage 5, the ER, the critical decision. You're in the emergency room. Doctors and nurses everywhere. Bright lights, machines beeping. Someone is cutting your shirt off. They're hooking you up to monitors. EKG, blood pressure, oxygen saturation. A doctor is at your side, young, focused. Sir, you're having a major heart attack. We need to open the blocked artery immediately. We're taking you to the cath lab. We're going to do an emergency angioplasty. Do you understand? You nod. You don't really understand, but you trust them. What choice do you have? They're wheeling you down a hallway. Ceiling lights flash past above you. Your wife is running alongside the gurney. I love you. I love you so much. Then she's gone. They won't let her in the cath lab. You're in a cold room now. Big machines. Screens everywhere. They transfer you to a table. Someone is scrubbing your groin. You'll feel a pinch, a needle, then pressure. A doctor is threading a catheter through your femoral artery, up through your circulatory system, towards your heart. You're awake for all of this, watching on a screen above you. You can see your heart, your arteries, and there it is, the blockage. A dark spot on the screen where blood should be flowing. There's the culprit, the doctor says. He threads a balloon through the catheter, inflates it. The blockage opens. Blood flows again. You feel immediate relief. The pressure in your chest eases. They put in a stent, a tiny metal tube to keep the artery open. It's over. The whole procedure took 38 minutes. You're alive. Stage 6, the aftermath. The first 24 hours. You're in the ICU now. Cardiac intensive care. Monitors everywhere. Wires coming out of your chest. IVs in both arms. A catheter. You can't move. You're exhausted. More tired than you've ever been in your life. Your wife is sitting next to your bed. Her eyes are red from crying. She's holding your hand. A nurse comes in every 30 minutes to check your vitals, draw blood, give medications. You can't sleep. Every time you close your eyes, you feel that crushing chest pain again. Even though it's gone, PTSD starts immediately. You're terrified it's going to happen again. The doctor comes in, explains what happened. You had a complete blockage of your left anterior descending artery, the widowmaker they call it, because when it blocks, people die. You're lucky. You got to the hospital in time. They opened the artery before too much heart muscle died, but some died. Your heart is permanently damaged. Your ejection fraction is reduced. That's how much blood your heart pumps with each beat. Normal is 55 to 70%. Yours is now 40%. You'll be on medications for the rest of your life. Blood thinners, beta blockers, statins, ACE inhibitors. You'll need to change everything. Diet, exercise, stress, everything. If you don't, the doctor says, you'll be back here in 6 months, and next time, you might not be so lucky. Stage 7, recovery, the long road. You're home after 4 days in the hospital. You're alive, but you're different. You're weak. You can't lift anything over 10 pounds. You can't drive for 2 weeks. You can't work for 6 weeks. You shuffle around your house like an old man. You're terrified of everything. Climbing stairs, exerting yourself, getting angry, anything that raises your heart rate. What if it happens again? You're on 8 different medications. Pills in the morning, pills at night, pills that make you dizzy, pills that make you tired, pills that make you pee constantly. You start cardiac rehab 3 times a week. It's humiliating. You're on a treadmill next to 70-year-olds, walking at 2 miles per hour. You used to run, used to play basketball. Now you're exhausted after 10 minutes of slow walking, but you keep going because you want to live. You change your diet. No more fast food, no more fried anything. Chicken, fish, vegetables, salads. It all tastes like cardboard. You quit drinking, quit smoking if you smoked. You lose weight, slowly. 5 pounds, 10 pounds, 20. You start to feel better, stronger, but the fear never goes away. Every chest pain, every weird sensation, you think it's happening again. You check your pulse constantly, 20 times a day. You're obsessed with your heart rate. Is it too fast? Too slow? Is this normal? The reality. This is what it's like to have a heart attack. Every year, 805,000 Americans have one. 655,000 are first-time heart attacks. 150,000 are people who've had one before. Someone has a heart attack every 40 seconds in the United States. Someone dies from one every 60 seconds. Heart disease is the #1 killer in America. More than cancer, more than accidents, more than anything else. Half of all heart attacks happen to people with no prior symptoms, no warning. One day you're fine, the next day you're dying. The good news? 90% of heart attacks are preventable. Diet, exercise, not smoking, managing stress, controlling blood pressure, pressure, and cholesterol. That's it. Simple changes, but most people don't make them until it's too late. If you're over 40, get checked. Know your numbers, blood pressure, cholesterol, blood sugar. If you have chest pain, jaw pain, arm pain, shortness of breath, don't ignore it. Call 911. Time is muscle. Every minute that passes, more heart tissue dies. Get help fast. And if you survive, change everything, because your heart just gave you a second chance. Most people don't get one.